summer, eye allergy, skin allergy, some kids get bleeding from the nose. Some of your children are like very good in sports. You want to put them to sports activities, some of them extracurricular activities, wherever your child will learn a new skill. So all of us parents have different responsibilities towards our children, because we just don't get our children into this world to let them go and take our name ahead. We want to make sure that they are going to survive in this life ahead, because today's time, if you are not skill-based, if you don't have extracurricular activities, you cannot survive. Just studying in 4 walls is not enough, and that's why we've been telling that we need this change. NEP is great, but how it's implemented is wrong, and I think so parents will have all read this. You all have not blindly come here today. You all have come here for one reason, is because there is a certain imposition which has done, not in the start of the year, academic year, but suddenly after the second term has started. So we will be doing the press bite. So this is just for you all to say, Jo Bore Guru. Thank you. And please clap for yourself. We can address everyone. Parents, please come this side. Parents are going to speak also. Any children who would like to voice up, please don't be shy. You're here because of a reason. Okay, you're allowed. Don't feel paranoid. Parents are going to speak.
We are live already. We are live already.
Parents, please come. Together, you two steps. Parents, come and join here. Okay, thank you parents for coming today. If you can see, on the 27th of February, we were 25 parents who had come to meet the Director of Education, along with around 300 signatures. Today you can see the amount of parents, PTA heads who have come representing their different schools over here. Many of them have sent emails. My email is actually blocked because of continuous email flow that has been happening. The whole reason why we are all here today is one reason is because we have been asked to do our submission of our objections today by the 17th of March. If everyone knows that on the 13th of March, there was an official gazette being published where it was said that the Education Department is asking for objections and suggestions. And also in this gazette, there has been an error where 11th standard details have not been mentioned. So there has been a hurriness that has been done by the Education Department in a rush because of the code requirements to ask whether suggestions have been asked by the respective stakeholders. Now, if you can see on the gazette, they have given us only 5 days. It's clearly mentioned 5 days and not 5 working days. So if you're counting 13th, it was out on the newspaper. 14th, 15th, 16th were holidays. Holy, Saturday and Sunday. And today is 17th. Today is the 5th day. So Tekalagun, we are all here as parents from North Goa and South Goa have come today. Many parents have sent emails. We are here because everyone is worried about their children's future. The imposition that has been done suddenly, where no one was intimated at the start of the academic year in 2024. On top of that, after the second term began in mid-November, still parents were not intimated. And directly on the 31st of January, a circular gets shot out to all the school heads, to the parents, that schools are going to reopen on the 1st of April. Exams are getting over on the 20th and 29th of March and 1st of April, giving children just 2 or 3 days of holidays, which is not right. So this is why we as parents came down on ground level. We didn't get proper answers. We didn't get proper justification as to why the schools need to be open soon after the exams get over. Everyone, if you talk about with the NEP, we don't have a problem. But if you're going to say that we should be following what CBSE has been doing, I think so that's totally wrong. Every state has the right to choose their holidays as per our convenience, because we know our climate. You can see I'm sweating over here talking to you all. And what's the time now? It's 12 o'clock in the afternoon. This is how hot it is. And what we are saying is that without informing us parents, you all have taken this decision. It is clearly also the Teachers Head Association have put in their representation saying that they are unhappy with after this circular was out, even the principals all over Goa have voiced up saying that we are not happy with this decision because we have seen that the infrastructure is not proper. There is no water in lot of our schools, in the government schools, even some of the government aided schools. The infrastructure, they don't have generator or gensets in certain schools. So if there is no electricity, how do the children sit in the class? Power failures keep on happening. On top of that, many parents have already booked tickets for their travel to their villages as well as to their hometown. Parents who are working class people, how are they supposed to pick up and drop their children at 11:30 in the afternoon when they have two children, one is in the primary section and in the secondary section? This is the problems that the children and the parents are facing, teachers are facing, principals have to have two timetables being done. One is just for 11:30 and again they have to plan a timetable later on for the whole eight periods in June. So our representation is that we are unhappy what is happening, and that's why all parents are here, and few parents who are advocates who have been PTA heads and who have been very active will also speak on this regard. This is our representation and we will stand by and we will see everyone in court on Tuesday. Parents, please come. Debbie? Debbie?
Yeah, my name is Sabi Mascarenas. Last year on May 16, 2024, there was a statement made by the Goa board, where it says due to rising heat, due to rising temperature as a result of global warming, the Goa Board of Secondary and Higher Secondary Education has decided that it would advance its class 10th and 12th public exams by 3 weeks to 1 month for 2025. Goa Board Chairperson Bhagirath Shetye said that during the 2024 state board exams, there were cases of some students reporting uneasiness due to the heat. I just want to ask, what has changed from last year to this year? In fact, the temperatures have gone up. Has it become cooler? Suddenly that you all want to subject the lower kids to these high temperatures, and you had a problem with the higher kids, and now you're subjecting these low kids to this. At least I think so you should use your brains before such a decision. You should have been taking the parents and everybody on board before this decision should have been taken. In a haste, you have taken the decision. Yesterday there was on the newspaper, the Director of Education has said that we have not decided, whereas then we have already issued the circulars. How can you say that we have not decided when an April start and we have already issued the circulars? Do schools have to follow that circular or not? That is nothing is said.
नमस्कार, कोंकणी उलयतां. म्हाजें नांव प्रसाद साळुंके. हांव एक पेरंट तिगा भुरग्यांचो. आतां प्रॉब्लम आहा तेंच्यांनी NEP इंट्रोड्यूस केली गोंयांत. फेर ना, व्हेरी गुड. बट हू इज दीस NEP पॉलिसी फॉर? कोणाक मेळटली? भुरग्यां खातीर जावं तेंच्या पेरंट्सा खातीर. सो वी आर द बेसिकली स्टेक होल्डर्स. आमकां विचारिनासतना, आमकां कन्सल्ट करिनासतना एक 4-5 जाणांक कन्सल्ट करता तुमी आनी डिसिजन घेता. दॅट्स एब्सोल्युटली रॉंग. म्हणजे तुमकां दिसता की ते 4-5 जाण डिसिजन घेता ते शाणी आनी हांगासर हजारांनी लोक पळय प्रोटेस्ट करता ते पिशे. म्हाका दिसता हें गव्हर्मेंटाक पावपाक जाय. आतां ते म्हणटा, कोणें म्हाका सांगलें की आय डोंट नो दॅट दे हॅव टू कंप्लीट 1200 hours ऑफ टीचिंग. दॅट इज इजिली मेड. हू इज सेइंग इट डजंट मीट? They meet Zata, and teachers, headmasters have all protested, saying that it is already being done, and why? What is the point in introducing them in April? आता हांवें सांगलें प्रमाणे म्हाजी तिगां भुरग्यां, एक आहा 6th, दुसरी आहा 3rd आनी 1st. आतां 6th आहा त्या भुरग्याक क्लासी आसतल्यो फॉर 1.5 hours. ती 2 जाणां घरा आसतली. द मोरल ऑफ माय एल्डर किड विल बी किल्ड देयर इटसेल्फ. ते म्हणटाले आपली सिबलिंग्स आर देयर एट होम. वॉट विल आय एम सिटिंग एट होम इन द क्लास. She will have no concentration for her studies in April, purely. So that's what people have to understand. I don't. Secondly, आता parents are there. इसको सुट्टेले 11:30 हुंचे पेरंटाक प्रायव्हेट ऑफिसांतल्यान वा गव्हर्मेंट ऑफिसांतल्यान घरा येवपाक मेळटले भुरग्यांक. म्हणजे आमी आमच्या भुरग्यांक रस्त्यार सोडपाचें स्कॉलांनी. Come on, use your brains. You people have no brains in doing this. Then what I would say is that everything is, people are protesting, everything is, the headmasters have protested, headmasters. But why do you impose unnecessary things on? Today we have seen in Goa that for everything, for our land, for our rivers, for our field, and now today for the आमच्या भुरग्यांच्या एड्युकेशनाक आमकां दवरचें पडटा, रस्त्यार येवचें पडटा. Is this government really in the interest of people or the voters or the goers, or it is just implementing things as per their whims and fancies? I really don't see any logic for conducting for एक महीन्यान ते 3 hours. What is this logic? At the end of all this, what I want to say here, म्हणपाक जाय जाल्यार म्हाका दिसता हे 4-5 जाण in the government who have taken this decision are literally low IQ bulldozers. Don't get me wrong. These people are only bulldozing what is something from the center without evaluating the ground realities, without evaluating our weather, without understanding the problems of the parents and the students, without understanding the weather. With all this, they have just imposed. So I can only say that these people are low IQ bulldozers for just getting things and bulldozing onto people. That's all. म्हाका इतलेंच म्हणपाचें आहा. म्हाका आनी एकदा तांकां विनंतीची रिक्वेस्ट की हे आसा ती पॉलिसी एज युजल आमची starting in June and ending in end of March, or maybe I would say 9% extend maybe 5-6 days of April and finish up the year. Let the children also enjoy. Let the people also have peace of mind. And in this, weather and problem सांगला, Cecilan सांगला, इथून सांगला, problem सांगला, weather is so bad. हांगासर आता आमच्या कडेन सोदूंक जायना. भुरगीं बाबडी कितें सोंसतलीं? Are you people only? I really cannot say anything more. Only I think say that these people who have taken decision are baseless decisions taken by putting the stakeholders, rather the parents and the students, at big trouble. Sunkariya Baranko.
My friend has said it all very well. He has touched on most of the points that I wanted to speak about, but I just want to add one little point over here. Right from the beginning, when we've been coming to meet all the directors who are in charge of education in Goa, we have been asking the question, which is, why are you calling the children to school for an additional month when our instructional hours requirement is already met? This is an answer which we have not got from anyone satisfactorily. In fact, the last meeting that was held was with the Secretary of Education. He had assured us to have a meeting with the experts who have formulated this plan that the hours have to be increased to fulfill some requirement which none of us can understand. It is completely contradictory to all the guidelines laid down. That meeting was conveniently scrapped, giving some excuse of the matter being filed in the High Court. We are still looking for this answer. As for everything we have seen, our requirements, even for the implementation of NEP, has been completely fulfilled. As has been said before, we had NEP implemented for the 9th standard. The 9th standards have gone through one entire academic year. There has been no need for any extra hours. I don't know why they are now imposing it on everyone when even for classes where NEP is not implemented. We have the same old textbooks, the same old curriculum, but our children are going to sit in class for another extra month doing we don't know what. Apart from that, this amendment, it talks about changing the academic year in 2 phases. One academic year is supposed to start in April and end in March, and the other academic year is supposed to start in June and end in April. What does this even mean? How is it going to work? What about children who are transitioning from one phase to the next? So children who are in the 1st to the 5th and possibly the 11th, because there's a mistake over there. We are assuming that it is also the 11th that comes under that schedule. 1st to 5th, they start in June and finish in April. And the other classes start in April, finish in March. What sense does it make? And when do children get a holiday?
माझें नांव टोनी कार्डोजो, हांव सांग्यासावन येयला. हांव आतां आसा ते डायरेक्टोरेट ऑफ अनएड्युकेटेड आनी हांव सगळ्या पेरंट्सां पयलीं बीग सॉरी दिता तुमी खबर ना तुमकां उपकार वाटयता आनी तशेंच आमच्या रिपोर्टराक हांव फिजिकल आस्पेक्ट उलयतां. आतां तितून भितर गेले जाल्यार टॉयलेट आसा डायरेक्टोरेट ऑफ द अनएड्युकेटेड म्हणटात तांचे, कित्याक तांकां टॉयलेटी इतली शेबी कंडिशन आहा, उदक ना पळय एक ड्रॉप ना. एटलिस्ट नोट गो जाल्यार पॉसिबल जाता एक ड्रॉप पडटा तो थिंगू पडना. बेराल दवरला टॉयलेटी व्हिडिओ काडला हांवें, हांव रिपोर्टर दितलो. हिंगा पयसो तें उदक आनी हें ना. आनी मेन थींग म्हणटात ते हे हांकां जे बसले आमचे टॅक्स पेयर्साचे पयशे घेवन चलयता तांकां मातशें मातसो अक्कल ना पण शेजऱ्या कोणा अक्कल आहा तांकां तरी मातशें सांगता तांकां कितें कॉमन सेन्स दिया तांकां आतां ऑलरेडी 40 डिग्रीज आहा आनी एवरी डे IMD गव्हर्मेंट एप्रूव करता काय खबर ना म्हाका लोकांक ते IMD एज अ गव्हर्मेंट ऑथॉरिटी म्हूण ते अलर्ट धाडटा हीट वेव्स मागीर टेम्परेचर वाडटले म्हूण हे आतां 40 डिग्रीजाचे हे कोण बसले ते सरकार चलयता तेणी पयली 1 म्हयनो तेणी एक्सपेरिमेंट करपाची वेवस्था तेणी बसोवन दाखोवची आमकां विदावट AC कितले स्कुलांनी फॅन ना AC सोडलो खबर AC म्हळ्यार व्हडली सामकें हें जालें फॅन नाय उदक ना टॉयलेटी उदक आसना पिवपा उदक आसना आनी एप्रील मे म्हयन्याक ट्रान्सपोर्ट सारको आसना आतां हें सगळें खबर आसतना तुमी कोणाक विचारना आसतना तुमी डायरेक्ट 5 दिसाचो तुमी टायम दिताय ऑब्जेक्शन फायल करपाक तितून मदें तुमगे होली हॉलिडे येयल्या सॅटर्डे संडे येयल्या हें चोरया काम जालें ना तुमगेलें कित्याक चोरया भाशेन कित्याक लिपा तुम सरकार चलयताय खंयची चोरया काम करनाय ओपनली लोकांक टायम दियाय सारके करूया कित्याक लिपोन कित्याक करताय जायना जेवाय लोक येतले सगळे एड्युकेटेड लोक हाय संवसार भोंवलोले आख्खे तुमकां कळना एटलिस्ट तुमी सगळे गोंय काबार केले ऑलरेडी दोंगर कातरले न्हंय इकल्यो कित केलें तुमी व्हडलो हें आतां तुम आमगे भुरग्याचे येयला आमकां सोसून घेवपा नाय भुरग्यांचे येयल्या सोसून घेवपा नाय आमी आतां जाता तितले बेगीन सगळे सांगता तुमी हे शेअर करूया आनी सगळे आवाज उठायात आमचे भुरगे आमगे रिस्पॉन्सिबल
Hello, I'm Thelma Narona, and I'm glad that I could make it today for my child because my child was all worried and confused and kept on asking me why we are having school in month of April. Mama, it is so hot now, we can't manage. There is no proper ventilation in the school, there is no proper water for them to drink. With one fan, 40 children, 45 children in one class, how is it possible for them to run in month of April? They are sweating. Will they able to concentrate on the lessons what teachers are giving? Will they benefit anything from the lessons what teacher will give them in the class in this whole month? Why are you all making our children suffer? All the children are waiting desperately directions for you to know that the April month is given holiday for them. All the children of God desperately waiting. None of the child want to go to the school in month of April because they know what are the consequences. I have literally bought a water bottle for my child, 1.5 liter, and I told him, hug like this, put a bag and hug a bottle and walk. So because there is no proper water facilities also in this school. Imagine what the children are going. And why are you all making suffer our children? Why haven't you all taken consent from our parents who our children are going to suffer? How you all make decisions by yourself? Please take a note of this. Please hear the cry of our children who are not wanting to come to school in month of April. Thank you.
Parents, do you want school in April? No! Do you want school in April? No! Do you want school in April? No!
Got one question. Have you mentioned any ultimatum to the directors?
The court is anyway, court hearing is there, and they've asked us to submit it by 17th. So I'm sure these records are to submit in court itself because they have not followed this process previously. PTA head, have you all signed up any suggestions or objections earlier to this?
Yes.
PTA head, have you all done any meetings on objections about 1st April? No. So no stakeholders as parents have been taken into consideration. So this is basically for the court.
Cecil, how many objections have been filed today?
Sorry?
How many objections have been filed today?
So far I think so we've got a count, we've got the count of all. So these are
There are more.
So these are all them are free right now. Plus there are thousands of emails that have come across. Plus teachers also have email. Plus principal heads also have email. I have also got a letter which I submitted to your press about a principal's letter in detail, point to point about the objection. So everyone is unhappy. So I think that the education department should realize that when everyone is unhappy, you all as heads who take decisions to please understand and keep us in future in mind and do not do this. Others, we will keep going to court for every issue and any matter. This is not the end. This is just the beginning of what has started. We are few of us. Next time you will see double because parents are working and cannot come down and run others. You will see a bigger number on ground. Thank you.
Cecil, I'm sure you're hopeful with the court ruling it will come. But in an event that it goes against you, do you have any other course of action that you'll take?
I think so. The parents have already decided that in case if the court goes against us, they are hoping that it doesn't, then parents are going to decide whether they want to send their children or not. Because parents have already planned their vacation for the month of April. This imposition was not kept then in mind before planning it out. So there will be mass non-representation in the school. And the teachers are worried also and principals are worried. If there are less students in the school, we repeat the portion again in June when the school reopens. So the teachers also don't know whether they teach, they don't teach, others will be double teaching. So it all depends on the verdict and the parents will definitely take the course of action individually on them when the judgment is out.
Our CM himself is the education minister here. Has he reached out to any of the parents?
We have gone and met him. He looked like he was in favor for the 1st of April. We did try to tell him, saying that how it is important to have holidays. He's also a parent himself. His daughter also just passed out the 12th standard. So he also knows how important it is to have holidays for the children. And when you're not giving 2-3 days break, that's a shocker. But then you're saying 7th April, their circulars have not yet come out. That is also a shocker. What is 1 week? CBSE students, you can't compare. CBSE just few numbers compared to 1,400 schools that we have in Goa over here. There are a handful, and you can see any state. I will tell you an example. A CBSE school in Goa, Vidya Vikas, if I'm not mistaken, follow the same pattern of holidays like us. CBSE board. So it depends on each and every board what they would like to do. There is no hard rule that is saying that schools have to begin in April. Everyone is saying that, yeah, if CBSE can do it, why can't you? CBSE parents might have not raised issues. We are raising issues because we have all been comfortable with April, May. We all know how hot it is. We all know what is the problems that we are facing day in and day out. And parents have spoken. And also the pointers that we gave in our memorandum, we didn't get proper clarification. This is why this action, and that's why we've gone to court. So we are hoping that the court will go through all the documents. Even the judge will see that most of the suggestions, which date it has come in and when it should have come in.
One last question.
Proper planning should have been done over there.
One last question. Recently we saw a video report by one of the channel. I don't want to name the school, but if you've seen that report, do you have any parents from that school opposing the same?
I don't think anyone from...
No, don't.
I'm not taking the name.
That's okay. If you're not aware, that's okay.
No. I don't think so. These are all the schools from all over. I don't think they are like this one. They are like...
It was one school.
No, they have taken opinion of one school and they are quoting it. One school. Go to other schools. Go to other schools.
There are PTA heads. There are PTA heads and parents from different schools that have come in. Do not take one school and make a judgment of that. This is ground level now for them.
Just to add to what Cecil has said, when you clearly said that one school has reported that they are ready. Now, the whole education is funded by taxpayers' money. Now we are all taxpayers. Now if one school comes up and says that we don't want to do about it, let them do the way they want it. Here she has given an example of it, that each school is doing it. But we, majority of 99% of the schools do not wish to follow that pattern. So why are you imposing it onto us? It's simple. We don't want our children to go into heat hell from 1st of April and suffer heat strokes every day. No, I would request that the old pattern should be followed to us and let the children also enjoy their holidays little that they get. Thank you
It
so
should
much.
not be like we should wait for some child to be serious and in the hospital and then we come to protest. We have to take precautions earlier. It's not that we wait for some child to die with a heat stroke and then all of us come forward. It's not that way.
Children do get heat strokes. It's not shown to you all or you all don't know about
walking, but they do get heat stroke in the school. If you go to see, they feel giddy, they feel like they want to vomit. There are cases, but not all the parents know about it.
People are trolling the children who have voiced up also on Instagram. They are just trolling the kids. What have the kids done in all this? The kids don't have the freedom to voice up. And there are some stupid people who are just trolling the kids. Telling football, you all are going to play football. Football is, for your information, played early in the morning, not at 12 o'clock in the afternoon. Any dance activities are done in the evening. Sports is played early in the morning. It's not like we are not like, don't have sense when we are coming home.
What about the kids?
Yeah.
I'm a mother of 3 kids who are all school going. Okay. Now my main contention, I have been fighting. I've even spoken to the concerned principal. I was looking. My daughter was in the first standard, second standard, third standard. Has anyone gone through the Kopani textbook content? We all know how many mistakes are there in the Kopani textbook. Yeah, the principal itself had no way of addressing it and getting it rectified. Right. Correct the content first, then extend the school hours. What are you going to teach? All false? Our own mother tongue you have not rectified. What are you practically doing? Now, assignments are there. My 2 girls, morning to school, followed by music class. Alright? They are home by 4:30. Assignments are there, their day-to-day lessons are there, music practice is there. Where do the kids are going? Huh? The government says we are focused for the children, right? The children's future is their focus. Who is giving employment to Goan students? How many students are being in the national colleges like Goans? Who is standing up for Goans? They reserve quota for certain classes. For the general quota, who is getting admissions in Goa? Where are our students getting chances for employment? I am educated. Do I have a job in Goa? Huh? What are we doing? Just a stressful thing for all of us. I really can't cope with the stress. It's very stressful as a parent in Goa right now at this point of time. We as parents need a time to unwind the hectic year we run to the kids. This 1 month holiday is not enough.
Thank you. Okay, thank you.
Thank you.